Hi, this is Neil Bolger at Redcar Analytics, and today I'm going to do a quick video to show you how to make a map of zone names for an OpenStudio model using SketchUp. And in this video, I am using SketchUp Make 2017. This would still work with later versions of SketchUp as well and later versions of OpenStudio. So sometimes you may want to make a visual map to understand where different zones are in a building, especially when you're assigning them to different air conditioning systems can be very helpful, or just even to document your model for a report. And so there's some simple tips inside SketchUp for doing this. The text box in SketchUp is actually very useful, and it will automatically name an object using some of the information from OpenStudio, and depending on how you're rendering the building, that name will fill in with either the space name, the wall name, or the zone name. So here you can see I did the space name, but what I would like to do is make some maps of the first and second floor of my building. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to first start by just hiding the second floor and focus on the first floor. I'm going to go ahead and just highlight all the second floor and hide these for now. And the goal really is to make a visual map. So I'm going to start with a top-down view. And in this, I actually want to make all the names of the thermal zones. So I need to click on thermal zones. And that will actually change all the colors. So now you can see every color is a different zone. And now if I start to name my building, you can see it knows what each one of these is named. So my spaces, my thermal zones are named after my spaces in that manner. And so I'm going to go ahead and just click. I'm basically clicking twice. I'm making sure I'm in the middle of the zone. Sometimes if you're on the edge, it'll pick up a wall and it'll actually be the name of the room next to it. So you want to make sure you're in the middle of a zone when you're doing this sort of click once, drag to where you want it, click twice, and then it'll ask you to type in, just click again in the gray area and it will lock it in place. So I'm going to go ahead and pause while I apply these to all the other rooms. All right, with little tags on every space, you can now basically position your view so you can see all the names. And you may want to actually move them around so you end up with a map that's not maybe too wide, or might fit a page later for a report. But for me, this works pretty well. So then a couple things that I want to do before I print this to be a picture. I want to change the background because right now it's set to gray, or yours might be set to green. So you can go over to this default tray and go to Edit, choose the background color, just move these all the way to the right, or basically 256 to make it white. And then also I want to get rid of the axes. So you can see there's a green and red axes. So we can go up to View, Hide Axes. And now my floor plan is pretty good. Now this is the little guy that SketchUp comes with. I'm going to delete him so he's not on my page. So you could go ahead at this point, File, Export, 2D Graphic, and that would then give you the option to save this as an image, floor plan 1, so a PNG, for instance. Another thing you may want to do is there is colors right now for every single room. So you could either, with the labels in place, they won't change. You could go back to this red and brown color that is typical of OpenStudio. You could even at this point use this other toolbar. This is one of the default SketchUp rendering toolbars where you could change the whole picture to be more of a black and white. Sometimes that's good for reports where it's a little simpler, or shaded might give you, I guess that goes back to red. I think those are the only options you could really easily get. But black and white is sometimes a nice way to do it. And again, the background color being white is the primary important one, just because a lot of reports are on white backgrounds. Floor plan, white, line. Let's add a 1 there. And that will do it. So now when you open, you can see that saved as a picture here. And now I have my outline for report. Same thing here in color, the first one we made. All right, happy modeling. Bye. Thanks.